Ominous swirling cloud cover witnessed by a viewer between Park River and Grafton this afternoon. There's instability out there throughout the valley. Some parts more likely to see trouble than others.
Here's what it looks like over the Fargo-Moorhead Metro right now. We already had rain earlier in the day and the winds continue to blow. He's here now with a no-wait look at what's going on. Hutch?
Okay, we do have thunderstorms here and there across the valley. One area of concern earlier was some strong and severe storms in northern Beltrami, southern Lake of the Woods counties. Those have all weakened, but we continue to see hail-producing thunderstorms. The expectation from these at this time is hail under 3/4 of an inch in diameter with some gusty winds from the northern shores of the northern Red Lake, also hitting into the southern Red Lake area as well. Boy, it looks like a strong cell working its way into Marshall County in the Argyle area as we speak. Storms diminishing in intensity along the South Dakota border, and that is very good news. Those are drifting off to the south and east. Here is the storm that's in Marshall County heading towards Newfolden. This one capable of 3/4 inch diameter to 1 inch diameter hail. It's moving off to the east at 20 miles per hour. There's no warning for this storm at this time, but you can expect some hail and gusty winds with that storm just now exiting the Highway 75 corridor. Sizzling hot here in the FM area, and your hour-by-hour forecast shows that between now and about 8 o'clock will be the best chance for passing showers and thunderstorms, any of which could become strong to severe. Then, once we go between 8 and 10 o'clock, most of the storms begin to exit the area. You won't have any storms in the Devil's Lake Basin tonight, as temperatures will be cooling off thanks to north winds. I'll have details on what you can expect in your hour-by-hour forecast here in a moment.
All right, thanks, Hutch. Since we reported on Fargo's untamed lawns, the city of Fargo tells us it has received more than 200 calls from locals reporting lawns breaking the city code of 8 inches or more.
But we've also been hearing from viewers contacting our whistleblower hotline about the city of Fargo itself having some lawns with overgrown grass. Valley News Team's Rose Itzkovitz heads to One Fargo Park to get to the bottom of the complaints.
Here at Fargo's Dyke West Park, we can see the grass is nice and short over here by the concrete skate area. But up here on the dike, people are saying it could use a good cut. That's where I met 12-year-old James Johnson, scootering through the park with his friends.
Sometimes we'll roll down the hill over there, and then sometimes people bring like bikes and that, and we'll ride down it.
Even though he ventures up in the tall greens, James says they don't bother him too much.
It can be cut once in a while because you don't want it getting that tall, because then that might annoy us. If like it's on an occasional, it'd be fine.
But after a whistleblower called us, saying he works nearby and worries about the pests the grass can bring, we checked it out. This looks like some of the taller grass, and we can see it's about 26, 27, about 27 inches right there. It's up on the dike that I met Fargo fur dad Rick, hiking through the long grass to get to this clear path.
The sooner they can get out and take care of it, as a dog walker, I really appreciate it because they don't start collecting the mosquitoes and stuff, and it's just harder to walk through the weeds and stuff.
Joel Vettel with the Fargo Park District says the reason the flat part of the park is mowed and the hilly part isn't has to do with our wet season.
Our equipment is designed to typically mow on a flat surface, and as you can see behind me, this is an extreme slope, and so that angle does provide some unique challenges to us all the time, and when we have slippery conditions, it can be downright dangerous.
Vettel says they're just waiting for the grounds to dry up a little more. And as for this flat area here, Vettel says that'll require the same small equipment as the uphill area, thanks to the gate in the way. And with a lot of rain and moisture this year, the Fargo Park District is asking for a little more patience, saying they'll get the job done as soon as they can. In Fargo, Rose Itzkovitz, Valley News Live.
Fargo Park District adds with the severe flooding this year, many of its resources went to the cleanup effort. Once the grounds dry up, it'll be taken care of. They encourage anyone with concerns to reach out to them. This story came to us through our whistleblower hotline. If you need help with an issue in your community, give us a call at 701-237-6576 and leave your tip for our investigative team.
A woman who was found dead in her South Fargo apartment last week is described as suspicious in search warrants filed recently. According to documents, Fargo police were sent to 3331 15th Avenue South in Fargo after a man called 911 to report that he found his live-in girlfriend dead with a phone cord around her neck in a bedroom closet on May 27th. Officials wrote they, quote, see many suspicious things with this case. One of those suspicious details being that the woman appeared to have been dead longer than the time period her boyfriend gave. Documents also say one of the woman's butterfly earrings was found on the floor in the middle of the bedroom, possibly a result of a struggle. Fargo police say preliminary findings from the medical examiner indicates it's likely suicide. However, the case is still under investigation.
Court documents are revealing new and disturbing details about the man who police say killed his brother in Fawston. The documents state that when police pulled up to the crime scene, they found 28-year-old Nicholas Haug with blood all over his arms. He was then immediately arrested and is now charged with murder in the death of his 19-year-old brother, Timothy. Court documents also say when they found Timothy's body, he had a large gash on his head. According to court records, the incident happened just before 4 Sunday morning in Fawston. When police arrested Nicholas, they could smell alcohol on him and he was uncooperative. Authorities say they later found a landscaping block with blood on it about 20 yards from where they found Timothy's body. An autopsy shows that he died from blunt force trauma. Nicholas was in court this morning. He's currently being held in jail without bail or bond.
A West Fargo man is in jail facing up to 10 charges after leading police on a pursuit and then damaging 6 cars. Court documents state on May 30th, 23-year-old Trevor Love was driving erratically at high speeds near West Fargo High School. Documents also show a woman inside the car says Love told her, quote, we're going to hell today. I'm going to die today. That's when Love's car struck 5 vehicles at a red light on Main Avenue. Officers say Love then left the car and ran from them. Before they caught him, though, officers found several substances that appeared to be drugs and a black switchblade knife during a search of the vehicle. Love is facing 5 felony charges and 5 misdemeanors of reckless endangerment, terrorizing, possession of a concealed weapon, drugs, and fleeing. He is due back in court on July 3rd.
Authorities have released the name of a man arrested at the Grand Forks Walmart after reports of someone loading a gun in the entryway. The man is 26-year-old Brandon King of Grand Forks. Police say this past Saturday, he bought a BB gun at the store and looked it over while in the entryway. When police arrived, King left but later returned. While police questioned him, he was uncooperative and vulgar and was arrested for disorderly conduct.
An Oaks, North Dakota man has pleaded guilty to luring a minor by computer or electronic device. Authorities say 33-year-old Ryan Lee Marthaler sent messages to a 13-year-old girl in June of 2018 asking for nude photos and then sent sexually explicit messages while asking for nude photos. Marthaler is expected to be sentenced in late August. He faces a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison and a fine of $10,000 or both.
Authorities are searching for a man who they say admitted to setting his parents' house on fire after calling it in. 24-year-old Christian Pearson called Trail County Dispatch to report a fire at his parents' house in Buxton on April 15th. Originally, he said he was downstairs when he smelled smoke, went upstairs and noticed the fire. 9 days later, he admitted to authorities he actually set the fire. Investigators found evidence linking him to that fire. He's wanted for felony arson.
1 out of 9 families in Fargo struggle with poverty. Now a new program that aims to help those families succeed is moving forward. Fargo's Industrial Park has more than 40 employers and supports more than 19,000 jobs. But some of those positions go unfilled because there hasn't been any public transportation to that area since the 90s. Now the United Way, Matt Buss, and the city of Fargo are teaming up to help more families access those jobs. They're moving forward with a tap ride service. That's a bit like Uber for Industrial Park employees.
It's on demand. So riders have the opportunity to say, this is when I need a ride. They can get picked up right at their business when they're leaving work, and it connects them to existing public transportation routes.
The $95,000 program starts this August. Fares are $1.50 per ride or $40 for a 30-day pass. For more information, visit us online at valleynewslive.com.
Later on Valley News Live at 6, our local Red Cross says thanks by honoring the people who help them help others during disasters.
And the National Weather Service has just issued a severe thunderstorm warning for a cell forming to the north and east of you in Valley City. It's moving to the southeast at about 25 miles per hour. 1 to 1 1/2 inch diameter hail as it moves toward the Tower City area. I'll have details on what you can expect in your hour-by-hour forecast next.